We are going live again on Thursday. A little bit of noise going on. We're trying to get ready for the AWFS convention that's in Las Vegas in a little over a week. So we're getting ready for that. We're prepping, got a lot of work to do. As you can see behind me, boom. So we were working on this last week. This is our blade display that we're going to be actually bringing to the AWFS convention. Let's get a little close up here. A little bit closer, you see some of the detail there. So first off, hope everybody's having a great day so far. It's Thursday and it's a beautiful day here in California. And we got this beauty right here as well. So last week I kind of went over kind of the plan for this, and basically what we did was took a rough piece of walnut, cut a nice edge on it, cut the edges there, also kind of chunked off all that bark, sanded it down nice and smooth, and then we use these brackets. And I should say this isn't 100% finished. I do have to figure out, right now I just have some screws holding these blades in, which I'll show you here. I gotta flip it around. And I just have some plywood that it's screwed into in the back. So I do need to figure out a little something for that. I do have an idea. I probably will work on that later today after the stream. But yeah, so that's kind of, we have these brackets like I mentioned before. These are actually taken off of the saws, kind of a cool little detail. These are put on the saws when we ship them, basically just to keep the motor in place, and then they're basically just to be thrown away once you get it. So we got these routed in the bottom, got our washers that we had to sand down the edges a little bit to fit in there, our screws, which we got in there as well, and I did have to add these additional little legs because my worry was that it was going to tip back because of the weight of the blades, and it did. It was just enough to start wanting to tip back. So I ended up having to add these legs to it, but I honestly kind of like them. I think it's a nice little detail. So what I did was basically route her in there, slot them in, glue it, shot a couple nails in there just for fun, and then called it a day. Sanded them down, made those out of walnut as well. So I think overall turned out really nice. I'm happy with it, and it's essentially just going to be sitting right on top of a table saw just like that, just to kind of show off the blades, and obviously we'll have the blades all cleaned up. I'm probably going to add some little nubs, some rubber nubs underneath here just to give it a little bit of cushion so it's not scratching anything. But other than that, it's pretty much good to go. There was something last week, however, that we'd had a little bit of a mix-up with communication between me and the guys, and apparently we have 4 saw blades, which I didn't really realize. I thought we just had 3. So I built a stand just for 3 saw blades. However, we do have a 4th one. So today I'm going to be doing basically this on a singular scale. So we're just going to have 1 saw blade and then a shorter piece of wood. I may have to add the legs as well on that one, so you might get to see me do that. But so that's kind of what I'm doing today. A little bit of mix-up in communication, but we're gonna get it figured out. So let's jump into it. Waste no time. So I did not have another set of full live edge board of walnut. So what I did, I'm doing a little trickery here. I took a board about this width here, cut it straight across, and then tried to grain match with the edge of the other piece that I had cut off. And so basically, I just glued this on there. It's pretty much about ready to come out of the clamps. So I'm just gonna take the clamps off. I'll probably have to run it through the planer because these aren't the same exact thickness. So I'll have to run it through the planer, get some thickness correction on there, and then we should be good to go. Pretty much just repeat the process from last week. A couple little twists in there. Hopefully everything works out well. Everything went fairly smoothly last week. I was very content with how everything turned out. So that's what we got to work with. Obviously, you see there's it's probably an 1/8 inch thickness difference. So I need to plane this board down to this thickness. And then we'll do the same old deal with chipping some of that bark off, giving a nice sand down, and then routering it out, adding that bracket, and then we'll be good to go. So yeah, I think shouldn't be too long of a process today. So I'm gonna get to it. I think first things first, I need to be using the planer today. So I think I'm gonna leave it where it is, run an extension cord to it, and use the G800, which is our mid-size dust collector. The G700 is the smaller version, or kind of the hobbyist / professional version. G800 is essentially the professional version, and then we also have one step up from that, which is like the industrial version. So I'm gonna be using the 800 to suck up the chips from the planer. So let's jump on over. And something else I have to do today is I have to do a whole shop cleanup because we have some important people coming and the shop needs to be pristine, cleaned up, organized, so I gotta get that done as well. So I'm gonna try to move this, let's get a peek at the nice, ooh yeah. Look at that bad boy. So we were working on that before. Let me show you, actually, I did something this morning to it. I added this nice little hole for the cords to go through. So they'd be able to pop up through there. Did a little router on the edge there to soften it from underneath and on top. So now we got access for our cords and power to come up through. So that's just a little something I did this morning. Now, let's figure out if we can slide this over. That should be good. I don't need much room just because it's a short piece, so I think we're just gonna leave it right there. I should say as well that we are, oh, camera was not in a good angle there. We are not doing the live on Instagram today. We were having a little bit of technical difficulties, so we're just gonna do YouTube today. So anybody from Instagram, hopefully you can find your way over to YouTube. We're still doing it, just on a different platform. Go grab me an extension cord. Test run, make sure everything's going. Now, one thing I'm going to do that I didn't do last time is tighten down that hose clamp so that it doesn't pop off mid-cut and shoot chips everywhere. Still a little loose. Perfect, that'll work. And I do have my mic on, so you guys should be good to hear me clearly. So let's grab our piece. should be good to go. All right, turned out pretty good. And honestly, I'm really happy with how that turned out for, you can't really see where that line is. Back you can see a little bit more, but not too bad. I think that'll be just fine. So we're gonna, let's actually work on the table saw. Make some finish cuts here so we get it to the right dimension that we want. jump over here. Now on the other one, I softened the edges with the bandsaw, so I might do that again. For now, I'm just gonna chisel off some of this bark. If we can get most of it off with the chisel, then save some time with sanding. All right, that's pretty good. Got some more down here we can get off. All right, looks pretty good. Sweep all that on the floor for now. Do a cleanup after. I'm gonna go ahead and just sand that bark off until it looks kind of where we want it. Quick sand, looks pretty good. Now I'm gonna do a quick sand on the top as well. Might as well do the bottom while we're at it. And perfect. The goal with doing that is just to get off any grooves that were made by the, sitting here shouting, get off any grooves made by the planer, kind of grooves going with the grain like that. We're just trying to take those off. So that's what the point of doing that was. Now, I think I'm just gonna actually soften these a little bit with a hand plane. I don't think I'm gonna go over to we'll do a little hand plane action today. How about that? Just gonna put it in this vise here. And this is gonna be the top. Just gonna kind of put it at like a 45-degree angle roughly. Tell you what I'm gonna do. We're gonna actually take our crosscut saw, Bridge City Tools. I'm just gonna saw a little bit off by hand. Wait, slice my finger open there. Would it be quicker to do it on the bandsaw? Probably, but something satisfying about using hand tools. I'm gonna try to get actually like kind of an angle going here. There we go. Kind of trying to make it as natural feeling as possible. Now I'll go back with the plane, kind of shave it down a little bit here. I just have this taking light passes right now. Do a little bit better, smaller hand plane here. throw a little bit of wax on this. I'm just gonna get the rough shape, and then I'll go back with the sander and kind of sand it down to that, kind of what I'm looking for. So that's not too bad. I'm gonna round that off a little bit more on the edges so it's not as flat. Kind of a rounded profile going there. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Let's do something like that on the other side. We want more of an angle like that, or like that. All right, I'm gonna actually go a little bit more aggressive this time. Oh, jeez. That's one way to mess it up. There we go. Right. Just kind of shape that a little bit. Adjust my blade here. That's better. Be a little bit more aggressive. a look. Yeah, that looks nice. This just gives it a little bit more natural feel. Come around the corner there. So now I'll take it over to the sander and kind of smooth it out a bit more. All right. Next up, all right, that's pretty good. Okay, now we work on getting that bracket on there like we did the other ones. So let's see here. Let's kind of find center. I can find my tape measure. So we're just shy of 16. So it'd be 7 and 7/8 plus a touch. It's going to be our center mark. And we'll just center it in that hole. All right. And I'm going to bring it past by a little bit. I'm going to use the old marking knife to just score those cross grains just to minimize any tear out. Whoa. That's one way to mess your knife up. Let's see how that looks. Need a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, let's just do the end too, why not? And you know what? I think I might just try to do hand tools today. We'll see how it goes. If it's too slow, I'm just going to use a router, but why not just give it a shot, right? Do need to clamp it down. It's one of these guys here. That'll help a lot. Depth-wise, I think we're getting close. A little bit deeper. It's pretty close. I'll do one more shave off and then we should be good. Perfect. Now, just need to finish off those edges. We'll be good to go. Use a little bit wider chisel for this long straight part. fit. Perfect. Clean up this end here. All right, I think we're good to go. See how it fits. Nice and snug in there. That's just about perfect right there. How about that? Whoop. Perfectly snug. All right. There we go. Not too bad. And I got room for a washer and a screw, just like the other one. So should be good there. Now I do think that I will have to add legs here, so might have to add those in after. But for now, I think we're good. It's a little too snug of a fit in there. All right, well, it's coming along quickly, which is good. So now, I'm just gonna do some finish sanding on it. I forgot, before I do that, wait for this vacuum to shut off. Before I do my finish sand, I am gonna water pop it to get any grain sticking up. Wow, and honestly, that grain blends in really well. I am very pleased with how that turned out. Now, on the other one, I did a round over on the edge, and I think I'm going to do that as well. So before I actually sand it, I'm going to go get a round over bit, put a quick round over on that front edge here, as well as the sides, just to give them a little bit of softness. I have my router right next to me here. Okay, so grab my little router here. Just gonna quickly get it set up. Shout out to Bits and Bits for sending us some awesome bits. Used them a few times so far, and everything works really well. So, thank you, Bits and Bits. Okay. The round over bit, I usually just eyeball it, and it turns out pretty decent, so I think in this case we'll be fine. And back over to the piece. Put my ear protection in. everything's softened up, go back and start to work on finish sanding. Grains popped, edges are all softened. Nice and smooth. Fantastic. All right. That's that. Honestly, it's pretty hard to tell that it's two pieces of wood. I mean, obviously, now that you know, you're probably looking for it and you can see it, but the back side, you'll see it here, but the front side, that's not too bad. Not too bad. Well, what do you say we throw some finish on this bad boy? Got some of our finish from last week. Just gonna put some plastic down under it. Not sure if any of you noticed, but I'm in the process of trying to refinish this bench top. So it's a little, that's why I'm trying to cover this, because I don't want this finish getting on there while I'm trying to sand it down and refinish it, so. Hey, man. All right, we're ready to see it pop. Let's get nice and close up there. Voila. Beautiful. Gorgeous walnut. Just gonna go around all the edges, all the sides. Ends are gonna soak up a lot more than the other faces, so I'll have to go over those quite a few times. One of the nice things about oil-based finish is that you can see where it's soaking in, and then all you have to do is apply more in that area. If it's not soaking in one area, then it's good to go. Just let it dry. Pretty foolproof. Suppose I should cover this surface too, but it's a little too late for that. Good piece of oiled walnut. Nice. Gorgeous. Look at that. Get the color in that. Beautiful. See, we'll wipe away all this excess here. Trying to get it to soak in. Beautiful. What a nice piece. The lighting in here doesn't do it justice either. Lighting is kind of a fluorescent, cool lighting, but as you see those warm tones pop, it really stands out. All right, well, it's good to go. Just gonna let that soak in. It's always fun taking these gloves off. Go. Let's swing you guys around here. Do a little farewell here. So, that's where I'm going to end it today. Thanks for hanging out with me and doing some woodworking. Again, my name is Brandon, for those of you who are new to this stream. And I'm a woodworker here at Harvey Woodworking, and I don't know, I just like to do some cool projects. This is going to be the last live that you'll see me before we go to Las Vegas. So the next time you see me live on the Harvey page, YouTube, and Instagram is going to be, next time I'll be in Vegas. We're going to be at the conference. A lot of fun people are going to be there. Yeah, so we're excited. I'm going to keep wrapping this up, as well as the shop is going to look a little different next time you see it as well. So once we come back after the conference, I'll kind of show you guys around, and hopefully it'll be a little bit cleaner and a little bit more organized. So that's what I got for you today. I'm going to keep rolling on this single blade display. We got the other one done, and then wrap up a few things, and then we are off to Vegas. So if you guys haven't heard already, we are going to be at the AWFS convention, and that's going to be in Las Vegas, going to be July 25th to the 28th. So you definitely want to make it out there if you can. It's going to be loads of fun. There's going to be, I think it's the biggest woodworking convention in America this year. So it's going to be a big event. A lot of people are going to be there. You're going to want to check it out. If not, follow along. We're going to have some cool videos going and stuff like that. So definitely follow along if you can't be there in person. Follow along on our Instagram, on our YouTube. We're going to have a lot of videos and stuff. So definitely check it out, see what we got going on, and look forward to seeing you in Vegas. So we'll see you next time, guys. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.